Halo
as I've
guys,
mentioned, like there were only
kita
two options
masuk
for them.
di
Either the
game yang
Beatrix or the
ketiga
Leslie. You don't want to go Leslie because
antara
it's not the
RRQ
most reliable
Hoshi
hero in the game.
melawan AP
And
Bren ya guys ya.
Beatrix, though, it has a way.
Penentuan
He has
cuy,
a way at
penentuan
least
ke
to
grand
win
final.
against the Nathan. It doesn't necessarily
Babak
100%
penentuan ya guys
win
ya.
against the Nathan, but if you play it correctly, you can. Now it's up to execution for both teams.
And into Land of Dawn we go. AP Bren. All the way out
AP
from the
Bren.
Philippines, the world champions from 5. Looking
Game
to make a
ketiga cuy,
stand up against
penentuan cuy.
RRQ
Berat cuy.
Hoshi from Indonesia. This is a best of 3 all the way to a game number 3. One of these teams will be
Game
going
number
home today.
3.
One will be moving forward into the grand finals.
Nana,
Who will it
Beatrix.
be?
Kembali
It's
Nathan
gotta be up
Skylar.
to who executes better. And we haven't really talked
Lilia
about the
Cici.
swing coming from AP Bren.
Fedrin.
We were talking about the Kaja that could be the pick of potential for AP Bren from the Roamer role. But if you
Irad,
kind of have
Skylar.
a
Brusko,
pseudo Kaja
Banana,
with a much
Octa.
faster cooldown on the ultimate, that's the Arlet. You only have to wait, what, 20 to 25 seconds maximum level to have that final slash. And that will give AP Bren that leeway. Because the thing with the final slash is
Kita cek
it's
dulu
not a
guys,
it's not a
kualifikasi
spell that you actually
video
want to
aman,
use your purify on. Because
rekaman aman ya
the
guys ya.
animation is too quick that even if you pop the purify, you're already displaced by your opponent. So in a way, AP Bren have thought of a much better version for Akaja, which, well, that's the reason why they're the world champions. Because they think better than we do. And then they swing this X-Borg
Beatrix.
as the EXP lane. And many teams will argue that X-Borg is strong in the meta game right now just because of the presence of the CC.
Masih
It
bersabar.
actually wins that matchup.
Yeah, we talked
Masih
about having a
bersabar.
possible plan for the banana split, right? Stopping banana from being able to rotate around. And I think that's a good read from the side of AP Bren to be able to do that. Now, execution is another story. I mean, we know banana is one of those players that knows how to find the opportunity that the team is looking for. So that is one of the things we're going to have to kind of pay close attention to for the side of AP Bren as the first turtle does spawn in. Some engagement in the mid lane, though. Big knockup over there from
Wah,
Irad.
meledak.
Finds Owgwen, procs the passive.
First blood.
Over there
RRQ,
from
Fedrin.
Nana, Pheww forced to go back. And now the last sanity going out. HapyTzy for a final stand.
Wah,
Trying to delay them
ditutup
from
cuy.
taking this. Violet Requiem goes down. HapyTzy finds Irad.
Isbok,
KyleTzy
Isbok.
claims the turtle for AP Bren.
That is in trouble.
The AP Bren.
Slash surviving as the Firaga. It is safe for now. Oh, everybody's just so good at playing right now. Even the RRQ Hoshi, after losing that, they look really good in that team fight. And they really challenge AP Bren to their limits. But in the end, it's only one hero that will
Isbok
be able
lawan
to
Cici di
land
bawah.
the last hit on the turtle. It's definitely going to be the AP Bren side.
And hey, we're climbing up that ladder. The pressure's only getting higher, and the room is only getting hotter. But who will be
Masih
able
belum
to
jadi apa-apa ya
maintain
guys ya.
that heat? Will it be Indonesia?
Karena
Will it be
masih
the
di
Philippines? This is the
early game.
last team from the Philippines currently seeing Blacklist taken down by Fireflux the other day inside of the quarterfinals. And AP Bren still trying to hold that banner
The
high.
AP
RRQ
Bren.
Hoshi, though, back on the scene, back to the name change, some new additions, and looking stronger than ever. Both teams currently tied 1-1 on the scoreboard, but AP Bren, with that turtle play, has a little bit of a slight advantage and a 1,000 gold lead.
Babak penentuan nih guys, ke grand final.
One of the strengths of the Beatrix, just like the Claude, because of the kits, they have unlimited. Well, you have 4 weapons to switch from, and you have your teammates to really aid that. Even the delaying that top lane for Super Marco to have a much better farm.
Super Marco.
Technically speaking, there's also a merit for Skylar to go double lane because he has the ultimate, so he can traverse from top to mid lane.
Super Marco.
But RRQ Hoshi are thinking we also need farm on Octa, so we're not gonna sack our mid lane just for our gold lane to have a little bit of extra gold.
Yeah, and speaking of having the advantage, the first kill for the side of AP Bren did go to HapyTzy on this X-Borg in the XP lane. You mentioned it being a great answer over there to Banana, and he's off to a really good start. Irad, though, able to get a kill of his own inside of the jungle, putting him slightly possibly ahead up against KyleTzy.
Wah, Arlotnya bahaya, bahaya, bahaya. Arlotnya Xbox.
We'll shut him down, and now Irad trying to join the party. Owgwen trying to get away, trying to expand that distance. Last sanity to the back.
Wah, Xbox yang belakang.
HapyTzy an inch away, but still getting the kills.
Gila, mati.
Fall to Banana, but HapyTzy takes down Skylar.
Bahaya ya
Oh my
Xbox
God,
ya.
Flap. What an amazing way to control this
Xbox-nya
export.
bahaya
Last
cuy.
insanity and second single to fire stakes still on point. You can see it through the replay.
Replay,
But
replay,
another flash is
replay.
happening. Look at that. He used the second skill while utilizing the ultimate. And well, everybody does that anyways. But the way that he timed it was so good that he caught two members of RRQ Hoshi with this additional slows. And
RRQ Hoshi,
unbelievable performance coming out from HapyTzy. In pure rage,
HapyTzy.
export is the way to go.
Definitely the way to go and in control. You're going to see Skylar top side finding Super Marco. That will be the marksman
weird.
falling for the side of AP Bren. A little bit of a
Imbang-imbang
trade
ya,
back
masih
for
3 sama.
RRQ Hoshi, trying to even out this scoreboard, not trying to give AP Bren control of the early phase. We know this is pivotal to both sides if they want to be able to win this, is the early game. So far, both teams putting out a great fight. Contest on to the top side.
Wah, bahaya.
Migration from KyleTzy catches Brusko. Pheww will deal the last hit and
Brusko.
take him down. Down will fall the turret in the top side as well. And it looks like RRQ
Nathan.
will disengage.
They got a turtle, so that's good. But however, they will lose
Octa
all of their
Lilia.
members. And HapyTzy just casually pops the ultimate. Well, local done ultimate anyways at this point. You're not that scared. And they will try to push up top.
Yeah, gonna push
my
up top.
God.
Final slash
Oh,
on Skylar.
tidak.
KyleTzy able to close the distance, deal
Di
the last
kepung,
hit to
cuy,
take
Skylar.
him down. That's a response back from earlier with Super Marco falling.
Skylar
Now
di
they're gonna try and
kepung.
proxy this lane. They want to be able to open up this map in their favor, especially losing their tier 1 turret so far. And it looks like they may be able to do that. Brusko not in a position to contest, hit with the special migration.
Lagi, cuy.
And Super Marco will go ahead and take him down, and the turret will fall as well.
Bahaya ya,
AP Bren.
Sumarko-nya.
So we can see the full showcase of how Arlet counters these Purify-based heroes. Because of the local then ultimate Final Slash, like I said, even when you pop the Purify on Final Slash, it wouldn't matter because
Wah,
the animation
Arlet.
is too quick that you're already displaced. That's exactly what happened to Skylar. Then after the Purify threshold or duration is, because that's a very
Ajar
short
nggak sih?
duration, like
Balik,
0.5
balik, balik,
seconds,
balik,
0.3
balik.
seconds, that's means that the stun
Xbox-nya
now coming
menggila,
out from
cuy.
Owgwen as the Arlet is going to be even more difficult to deal with. They want to go for Flap, but
Wah,
can they take the
Xbox-nya.
export this time? No.
Ooh, I mean,
Oh.
Flap definitely going for that MVP. He's looking for it. He's gunning for it. 4-0-0 so far.
Turtle.
Half the kills from the side
Zoning yang
of AP
ngeri kali
Bren
di
were
Xbox.
dealt by him. Super Marco will be able to claim a turret on the bottom side, and AP Bren able to turn this game into their favor. Now leading by 5,000 gold.
Xbox-nya
Really
58,
scary
56.
and looking really dicey now for RQ.
Cici 4000, waduh.
But we always have to talk about the late game because
Beda
this is still
1000
late game.
semua,
Make no
cuy.
mistake, and end of the day,
Kalah
if
gol.
he survives the initial flurry from
Lebih kurang ya
AP
1000 ya.
Bren, it's
Lebih
gonna
kurang
be able to
1000
turn
gol.
around with Purify as well as the ultimate for a little bit of cleanse, and the damage output from the Nathan late game
Bedanya.
is actually pretty good. However, AP Bren, what they did to counter the Purify and the Cleanse is to just overload with a lot of crowd control, like a lot of crowd control sources. Mini crowd control sources kind of answers Purify-based heroes because you have low cooldown, reliable knockdowns or
Cooldown.
stuns or knockups or anything that committing a Purify for one spell, you'll always have to think about that. Should I commit for the Purify just to get out, or should I wait for the big ticket ultimates?
Ooh.
Oh.
Speaking of big things, final slash in
Nah,
the
nah.
lane. Pheww will find Brusko.
Flap.
Good assist over there from Owgwen. Super Marco.
Gila,
HapyTzy will go
Xbox-nya.
ahead and take down Octa. On fire so far, and Skylar off of the map on the bot side. We'll go ahead and claim a
10-3,
turret inside
cuy.
RRQ Hoshi to try and catch up in this economy.
My God, what is Flap on? He's just activated in
10-3
this game.
guys.
Really good calculations on this hero. He knows the limits of this hero.
Paning
Now
lah,
he has
paning lah.
immortality.
Masa enggak?
Remember, in those aggressive moves that he did 9 minutes before, he didn't have the immortality then, and he was already a problem. What more will you ask
Masih
for
bisa
from
ya guys ya.
HapyTzy? He's gonna
Masih
be
bisa ya, masih
destroying
bisa ya.
RRQ Hoshi. He's gonna be zoning them out, and the positioning
Lot.
is just so perfect. The way
Lot
that he
ke-8, menit ke-8,
maneuvers
lot
with
pertama.
the footwork on this X-board allows him to dodge some of the spells, but also like
Jono-jono
reach the
Xbox sih
backlines, like
bahaya, cuy.
maximum from his fire missiles. So, it's really on point with this X-board now.
Yeah, and AP Bren is definitely leaning on his rotations, opportunities created.
Ajar.
An opportunity though, triple taunt.
Belakang
In the
ni
mid lane
seboknya.
for AP Bren. Irad will find Super Marco. That'll be one member farm for AP
Wah,
Bren. HapyTzy will find
Nathan
Skylar
Skylar.
to respond a 1-for-1 trade. Both marksmen's off the table. Can they get another though? Who will lead this advantage in this engagement? Banana will
Mantap,
find
masih bisa,
Owgwen.
masih
Two
bisa.
members down for the side of AP Bren. And it looks like they will have to
Xbox-nya,
disengage
Xbox-nya.
into the mid lane. RRQ Hoshi though, they don't have their marksman. They do have the
Wah,
retribution. But I don't know if they can really contest this Lord just
bisa
straight.
dah
They may
balik
want to
cuy.
kind of wait it out a little bit before taking this fight. But they are off to a really good start. And this is still, I would say, considered a stalemate between both sides.
Yeah.
It's still anybody's game, but some
Bisa
great
dah balik ya
execution
guys
from
ya.
both teams.
And great execution from Brusko this time with the conceal flicker play. Really surprising AP Bren off, really off guard and don't run Wolf King with the ultimate. Connecting onto three members or two members of AP Bren, quickly followed by Irad with a taunt. So that's really great combos coming up from RRQ
Irad.
Hoshi.
Yeah, and if you weren't a fan of Indonesia or the Philippines, you definitely should be now. As look at both of these teams fighting their hearts out, trying to claim a spot inside of the grand finals. AP Bren currently holding that title as the world champions,
The
the best
AP Bren.
in the world. Winning M5 RRQ Hoshi, rising to the occasion.
RRQ
With some new
Hoshi.
additions to the team, ready to take the fight and earn that title. Down to the wire, best of 3, game
Lot yang
number
kedua.
3. One team will be
Lot
sent home
12.
today as we are now crossing that 11-minute mark and both teams getting ready to fight it out at this Lord.
Great minion wave control from RRQ Hoshi. There's a slow push in the bottom lane, and then they cleared out up top. So they actually have the advantage now in this Lord dance.
Yeah, and there goes the advantage they're looking for. Owgwen rushes in. We'll be able to get out with the mobility provided over there from this R lot. HapyTzy, though, getting to the front line, being a little bit of a nuisance. Dealing a lot of damage on the chase on a Brusko.
Banana.
We'll shut him down with the last insanity. Now needs to get back. He does not have the Praga armor. Look at the Lord, though. 25%
Respon dulu cuy.
HapyTzy uses spatial migration to close the distance. Gets the retribution.
Gila, selamat Xbox-nya.
And the Lord goes to AP Bren.
Siapa yang dapat guys?
Oh man, never ever sleep on an
Lot
export.
na guys.
Like Brusko overstayed,
Nggak ada tadi gua, cuy.
overstayed in front of the export. And at this
Tadi
point,
gua nggak lihat.
Flap being 7-0-2, of course he's
Lagi
gonna do
fokus
the
ke
damage.
Banana.
And they really got cooked by this export. Brute Force breastplate as well as Borax, and then Radiant Armor. Now he has got staying power up against Skylar as well as Octa.
Oh, AP
This
Bren yang dapat ya guys
HapyTzy
ya.
export is immortal, I gotta say, at this point. 12 minutes in, 9K.
Wah, kacau, kacau.
If you compare that to the C6.7K,
Sabar.
that's how massive the advantage here is for Flap. And he was definitely the reason why AP Bren recovered in that Lord Dance, because Brusko like, literally got cooked by his fellow Filipino HapyTzy.
And a big boost from that for the side of AP Bren. Now able to claim the tier 2
Dah kalian atasnya,
Looks like they're
nggak
going
bisa ya.
for a little bit more though on the top side. Now
Atas
leading
jalan, tengah jalan,
by a
bawah
lot
jalan
of
ya.
turrets and also ahead, like you mentioned, by gold. Now RRQ Hoshi forced to be a little bit more defensive now. Definitely
RRQ
say AP
Hoshi.
Bren is in control of the tempo of this game, but the later this goes, the more of a stalemate it will be, and that's what RRQ Hoshi is going to kind of bank on, right? They're waiting for AP Bren to make a slight mistake, maybe somebody to overextend, to be able to turn this around, and they're definitely a team that can rise up to the occasion. Now, so far with this lead in favor for AP Bren, they're going to have to kind of be patient, wait it out for this next objective. I mean, they do have some great mobility on their side, and HapyTzy
Di babak penentuan nih cuy, ke grand final guys.
Hoshi having a really hard time finding an answer to him. I mean, the man has not died yet. He's 7-0-2. Even when the full team commits
Satu
on him,
sama,
not only
satu
does he
nyawa
sustain
lagi.
himself, but he finds a way to get a kill alongside it.
Beda golnya lumayan ya.
HapyTzy actually.
9 ribuan,
If he
8
wants to
ribuan.
go for those plays where he actually utilized first kill
Di menit
on
ke-13
RRQ
dengan
Hoshi,
beda killnya
there has to be some sort of
13-5.
punish. Maybe Skylar
7 ya.
commits actually at the ultimate just to take out the HapyTzy and just put AP Bren in an awkward spot. But then
Tahan
again,
menit ke-20,
Skylar
late
is,
game kita
kind of
menang
scared
cuy.
that there could be initiation coming up from Owgwen as well as
Objektif,
Skylar,
objektif,
so that's also a
objektif.
problem that he has to take care of. But the main problem now, definitely for RRQ Hoshi, is Flap. It's a canon event again for AP Bren.
Yeah, and you're looking at them getting ready, starting to go ahead and take control of these lanes, prepping for this next Lord to spawn in. And RRQ Hoshi Looks like they may actually try and go in for the contest. I mean, they are down in terms of economy, but the later this game goes, everybody's going to be getting closer and closer to that
Xbox-nya
late
ini
build. We're seeing
bahaya
a
nih
Divine Glade picked up from
HapyTzy.
Skylar,
7-0
speeding out
dia.
late game items. We'll have that magic pin. Now, at the 15-minute mark, Luminous Lord spawns in, and AP Bren will pull the aggro. Do we see
Dia AP
RRQ respond?
Bren.
It looks like they will. They are going to go in for the contest.
There it is. The commitment to Flap. They forced the ultimate already.
Yeah, he is very low. Needs to get out of there. We talked about somebody needing to burst him down.
Wah.
It's actually picked up by Super Marco, getting ready to take this fight
Wah.
into the Lord Pit. Nobody has fallen yet.
Udah ultimate pula.
At about 50%
Ferdinand, cuy.
HP. KyleTzy gonna go ahead and pull
Reset,
it away.
reset,
A little bit of
reset.
reset for some region on the Lord, trying to delay and do this Lord dance. Some smart move from the side of AP.
Dan
They
atasnya
know that they wanna
bagus,
bait out some of
lumayan.
the utility from the side of RRQ Hoshi. Wait for
Tengahnya
an ultimate to
lumayan,
proc
bawahnya
that they can
lumayan ya guys ya.
profit on to be able to engage.
Oh, watch out for AP Bren's rotation.
Lotnya masih,
Super
tahu ada
Marco
apa, Minona
as
masih
well
imbang-imbang.
Super Marco as well as Owgwen. 1-5 position. Your position 1 and your position 5 going for the concealed play. Might go for that snipe. You gotta be careful if you're Skylar.
Yeah, definitely got to be careful. AP Bren still in
Skylar.
position to take this. Very patient, and I got to give credit to both sides on how they are waiting for the other side to make a mistake.
Nggak ada
These are
fokus ke
very
Xbox-nya
high
cuy,
IQ
coba kali
plays.
dia.
They're just waiting. This is the Lord dance we've been talking about that has been in the land of Dawn for ages, especially
Cuman
on
natang
this
sih yang bisa
level of competition.
si
The
Xbox
Philippines
ya.
and Indonesia,
Cuman itu
two
pun
of the
agak
most
lama
competitive
juga.
regions in MLBB history. Now fighting it out, raising those banners high. HapyTzy though
Wah,
is going to use that
HapyTzy.
Argo armor rushing
Xbox.
in. Does take some serious hits. Entropy
Wah,
coming out.
jelek kali cuy.
Find a kill though. Shuts down Irad. That is huge. It's
Irad.
now RRQ Hoshi does not have the retribution.
And when we talked about the position 1 and position 5 for AP Bren, the 1-5 punch from the long bush of AP Bren, it paid off. They waited for 2 minutes, but because of their patience, they took out
Wah,
Irad with that
Cici,
combo.
banana,
And now,
banana.
massive advantage
Wah,
for AP Bren,
dia
but Kyle
tutup.
is low.
Yeah, he wants him. He knows.
Wah, nggak mati lagi dia cuy.
He wants him.
no.
Oh, Super Marco
Wah,
takes him down.
nggak mati
Turnover
cuy
spawn
gini
for
Fred.
RRQ Hoshi, still looking at a 5-man stack.
Reset, reset,
Out
reset,
from the
reset.
Philippines, AP Bren still in control of this neutral objective, and it looks like they are going in.
Reset, 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 reset.
Down Octa, Super Marco
Matrix.
finds Brusko,
Waduh.
Skylar, and Irad wondering
For
where did
Marco.
he go wrong.
Balik, balik, balik,
Now need to
balik,
get out of
balik.
there, but AP Bren on the chase for
Balik,
the kill.
balik, balik, balik.
Takes down Skylar, and another will fall as Super
Wah,
Marco
mati lagi
with the
dia.
mega
Wait
kill
out.
will go ahead and shut down Irad, a full wipeout against RRQ Hoshi.
Lama ya guys ya.
They can't go straight for the juggler this time. They have Matrix.
Mati
One of the
semua,
fastest
cuy.
siegers
Kalian
out there,
jaga.
and there's only Banana that can defend
Ente.
this. Banana going in and chasing KyleTzy, trying to go for
Banana,
the hero
banana,
plays,
banana.
but unfortunately wasn't successful. And now
Wah,
he's
nggak
taken
bisa,
out.
cuy.
That should be it. AP Bren will take this series for sure.
Oke guys ya, RRQ turun ke nomor dekat.
This game and keep the Philippines
Memperebutkan juara 3
inside of
cuy.
Game of Futures
Selamat
2024 as they move on.
RRQ.